remember in elementary school, standing for the pledge was an expectation. It was not a choice. All of us rose to our feet for the pledge and placed our hands over our hearts and faced the hanging flag usually located in the front of each classroom. It was something nobody questioned of sitting down through or even sleeping through. We feared the consequence of not standing for the pledge. It's safe to say that things have changed. Things have really changed. Now I am currently a junior at Middle Park High School, located in Granby, and let me tell you, I am constantly voicing my opinion on those who do not stand for the pledge. Yes, there are many. There are many people in my class alone who do not stand for the pledge. There are some people who won't even acknowledge the fact that it is being recited. There are some who continue to sleep, and even those who mock it. I have had my fair share of arguments. Unfortunately, teachers aren't allowed to make students stand for the pledge. I'm sure as you can tell, I was raised in an extremely patriotic family. Our favorite holiday has always been Independence Day. It's the one day out of the year that we get to appreciate our beautiful country. I pledge allegiance. I promise to be loyal to the flag, to the symbol of our country, of the United States of America, a nation of 50 states and several territories, each with rights of its own. And to the republic, a country where the people elect representatives from among themselves to make laws for everyone, for which it stands. The flag represents the values of our form of government in which everyone is equal under the law. One nation under God, a country formed under God whose people are free to believe as they wish. Indivisible, the nation cannot be split into parts, with liberty and justice, with freedom and a system of law for all, for each and every person in the nation, regardless of their differences. Ever since the end of World War II, we have slowly lost the patriotic sense that was held by the U.S. citizens. Reinstating the pledge in schools could be and should be the very first step in reversing that decline. With so many young U.S. citizens going into military and fighting overseas, reinstating the pledge should be and could be very beneficial to the students of today. The kids in our high schools have friends and or family members in the military, and a simple ritual like the Pledge of Allegiance would give and does give our children a sense of community to those fighting for this country. Too often, Americans complain about the U.S. government. They complain about unemployment. They blame political groups or leaders for so many problems in this country. The Pledge of Allegiance being recited in schools should be and could be a positive influence to combat the negative messages that our young people hear on a day-to-day basis. Reciting the pledge is a form of respect. So many citizens of our country have fought and died in order for us to reap the benefits of our country. And saying the pledge honors those who have perished. The flag is a representation of the hardships our ancestors went through in order for our country to live freely. In order for me to be giving this speech right now, millions of our fellow Americans had to give up their lives. And then there are the people who sit during the Pledge of Allegiance. They sit down, they sleep, and sometimes they even mock it. People often use, "It's a free country" card, but But we say that pledge, that proves our freedom. The thing that probably irks me the most is when they use that excuse, basically saying that since we are a free country, they don't have to stand for the pledge. There are tons of people fighting for our rights right now, and they sit. They sit during the only part of the day where we show our respect to those in service. They should be cherishing those people and holding them to a completely different standard. Why? Because they're fighting for our country, and you, and your family, and your rights, and your safety, and your freedom. The pledge is an expectation. It shouldn't be an option. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're an immigrant or a foreign exchange student or one who doesn't necessarily believe in God. You stand for the country's pledge and national anthem. You stand because it's respectful, and you stand because you're proud. Proud because we are Americans. We are. You should feel beyond privileged to be able to say that. Several of my family members and friends served their time defending our country. Several of my family members and friends have fought and died to save you. Died. They died serving our country. Show them, as well as millions of other Americans, our respect for their sacrifice. I pledge my allegiance to the flag every single solitary day of my life, whether I'm in school or not. I make sure I spend that maybe 15 seconds honoring my country. There once was a third grader who attended Agua Caliente Elementary School, located in Tucson, Arizona. One of her fellow classmates wouldn't stand for the pledge. This was her first time observing an individual who wouldn't stand for the pledge. At such a young age, she was able to realize that that was wrong, and she confronted the classmate in an assertive way and was reprimanded by the teacher for threatening another student. That little girl was me. And to this day, I feel the exact same way. I'm proud of being an American, and you should be too. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who is serving, who has served, and perished in serving our beautiful country in order for us to be free. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America. Thank you.